Hey guys, Woody the Unexceptional Gamer with kind of a review of the new DLC. I'm going to be covering the multiplayer maps because I've played them a lot, actually. I bet at this point I have as much time in the multiplayer maps as anyone on Earth. Yeah, there's probably someone more, but I played them when they came out and I haven't stopped since. So that's that. I played all 4 of the multiplayer maps. I played some Domination, some Demo, some Hardpoint, and maybe Kill Confirmed. I forget. But mostly Dom. I play a lot of Domination. And it's a pretty good map. This one in particular, it's called Magma, was the one that had me most concerned as I... Watch me beast here and play the objective. Was the one I had me most concerned as I watched the like trailer for it. I was like, really? Lava? Again, lava ruined zombies. People who loved zombies are now like, screw it. Zombies has no interest to me because you're freaking, walking around gives you damage. But it's not so bad in here. Like, you see that lava on the ground just under where I shot, or I think I'm going to walk back real far here. We'll see. But really the only lava that hurts you is really obvious. It's either on the edges of the map. Look, see right there at my feet? I'm going to walk over that. It's no big deal. It's usually on the edges of the map, or it's in... like really obvious places, like right in front of me right here. You can go, there's like places to jump, across the lava. Like, yeah, I didn't go that way. But, it's kind of like playing on High Rise, or it's kind of like playing on Vertigo in this map. In that, yeah, if you walk off the path, there's some death there. That's just the way it is. But it's not like Transit, where it's, if you just walk around normally, it saps health from you for no particular reason. Like, it doesn't have... Transit is bullshit, that's what I'm saying. But this map is not so filled with nonsense. I grabbed a clip up here, which is about to come our way in maybe 20 seconds, where it does show you a death from the lava. I've learned to strafe shoot a lot this year. Like, it's something I've added to my game. I used to drop shot all the time. And now, I'm a little more likely to move sideways and make it harder to hit. But there, see, I did it right there. And I moved sideways and walked into the lava. So if I had to give Magma a score of 1 to 5, I don't know, maybe 3 3/4, maybe even a 4. Like, it has a nice mix of up close and distance engagements. I seem to run into the enemy often enough, and the lava doesn't suck like I thought it would. So it's not bad. It's not bad. And we needed a map that was a little bit bigger. There's enough standoff and firing range and Nuketown in the rotation already. I'm happy that it is, at least by current standards, a medium-sized map, which is good. Next up is Encore. So this is the one where Vandahar said, stand on the stage, release your inner rock star, and and control the map. The truth is, the center of this map doesn't seem to be all that important. It's really about controlling the edges. The guy who owns where I am right now is going to be in good shape. The guy who owns that window across from where I was just looking, he's going to be in good shape too. As you work the edges of the map, it seems like there's a lot of cover, and I kind of like that. Like, if you play smartly and work your way around so that you always have like a, I'm not talking about camping, but as you navigate the map, keep all those chest high barriers between you and the bad guy, and you're going to do pretty well. As a matter of fact, I think there's a... Maybe it comes later. There's a part in here where I die, and I feel like my enemy did that really well, and I didn't. But there's long-distance engagements in this map. I think there are more long-distance engagements on this than there are on any of the other maps, or any of the other new maps, that is. It's not a Ray or anything like that, but being able to shoot people who aren't right next to you is definitely an important skill for Encore. So yeah, things open up a little bit. If you look on the right of the mini-map there, it's probably too late, you can see the longer lines of sight. Now I'm going to show you some gameplay where that is too. But on the sort of like most COD maps, there's 3 ways to get from A to C. You can run across the middle, you can run across the back where I'm looking, and there it is. You see how he navigated the map and only showed me his head? He's smarter than me, I guess. So you can go to the right where there's lots of short distances. This guy doesn't see me. And you can go to the left where there's lots of sort of longer distance engagements, or you can go up the middle, and that is where the baby buffalo roam. That is where the targets are, where all the guys on the edges of the map who have cover are going to slaughter them. So that's the way Encore plays. I like Encore. It might be my favorite map in the map pack so far. It just seems like I like the way it moves. I like the way it plays. It's a little more wide open, and it's a nice change of pace. It's what Black Ops 2 needed. Black Ops 2 is filled with firing range, standoff, Nuketown kind of craziness. And then because those maps are so popular, they always win the votes. And it feels like, you know, if standoff is there, you're going to be playing it. If Nuketown is there, you're going to be playing it. Oftentimes, twice. So it's nice to have maps like this in the rotation where, you know, you're not always necessarily in bad breath distance of the bad guy when you get into your gunfights. You know, there's a little bit of this, and I feel like, you know, this right here existed in Black Ops 1 all the time, but it seemed pretty rare in Black Ops 2, and now it's coming back a touch. So, oh, but get it, survive, Woody, survive. A few more bullets. There he goes. So, this map is a good one. If I were to rate it on my 1 to 5 scale, because I want to put myself on the spot for each of these, initially I'm gonna call it like a 4. You know, it's not like I love it, and everything is just this gigantic batch of joy the entire time I play, but I do like this map. I think it's been a good time. Let's move on to the next map. This is Vertigo. Now, before it came out, nobody knowing anything about it was like, oh, it's gonna be just like High Rise. After all, they're both on buildings, and in some cases at the top of the building. But it's not like High Rise at all. High Rise was tiny, and this map is bigger. Having said that, even though it's big, it plays small. At least in my head it does. I almost killed myself. You know, it's so small. Oh no, it plays small, and what I mean by that is I feel like oftentimes when I'm engaging people, it's at distances like this. It's at submachine gun distances. This is an assault rifle, but you know, there's a lot of times when I'm fighting people, I'm right up close, like I am right here, and you know, so if you look at this, there's an overview of the size of it. It's a slightly larger than average map. I guess you'd call it mid-sized. But everyone I bump into, look at me walk around this thing. Like, everything that's happening here is right next to me. You know, and I didn't get the diffuse. So, on the right by the A-bomb plant, where you're going, this is demolition, by the way. On the right by the A-bomb plant, you're going to see this is the more wide open part of the map. On Domination, by the way, if you play Dom a lot, this part of the map has no purpose. There's nothing good happening here. If you're on the right side, it means that you're probably not playing the objective very well. You're just whatever. You're not in the game, dude. You know, the game is happening on the left side and on the inside. Over here on the right, there's just nothing going on for Dom. It's a dead part of the map. But for demo, obviously it's really important. There's only one bomb plant left over here, and we're protecting it as you watch the gameplay. So it's a sort of a medium-ish, medium-plus sized map, but it plays super small. And most of the people, even as you're watching here, are going to be, you know, pretty much up close to you when you get involved in these gunfights. So I like lots of close quarters stuff. I think it leads to more complaints about lag and such because, you know, the closer you are on the guy, the more important your connection is. And, you know, I'm just trying to see if I can jump up there. You can, but from the other side. Anyway, this is a good map. I guess wow, I feel like I gave Magma a 3.5, and I gave, Encore a 4, said it was my favorite of them. I feel like I'm not rating properly by giving this one like a 3.5 to a 4 too. Like I'm grading them all the same, but that's kind of where I am. I don't want to give it a 2 or a 5 just to be different. So that's where I'm coming in on this. I guess I like it. You know, I like the size of it, and I like the cover of it. Look how much like chest high bullshit there is around here, right? This is perfect for my playstyle, which at this very moment seems like camping, but I'm waiting for that guy to come out and defending A. But you know, I can sometimes be pretty smart about the way I navigate, about the way I move through and move from cover to cover. You know, the XCal coined it as aggressive camping, you know, pushing forward and using head glitches and stuff. Like that gunfight right there, he's going to have a super hard time winning it because I had that thing in front of me. Anyway, This map allows me to play my game really well, and because of that, I enjoy it. You know, and if you play the same way, where you kind of, you know, use cover like this, and then, you know, see that it's clear and advance afterwards, then you know, you're gonna like this map too. So good stuff. I wish it was more colorful, the last two, but I've got one more map to talk about. Let me share it with you. This is Studio, and by the way, I reserve the right to use all these gameplays again. You're only seeing pieces, but this is Studio, and of all of them, I thought this was going to be the gem. I thought, yes, firing range is back. It's so fantastic. And if you don't know, that's like the shipping crate I was just looking through. Here's bottom firing range. There's ramp, top wood right there. There's tin, top and bottom tin right in front of me. Like, you know these spots. And we jumped on this, and it was like, yeah, this is going to be so awesome. Here I'm in top 10. I don't know if they need new call-outs since they have the old ones. But there's wood I'm looking at, you know, to give you a vibe for where you are. Top wood, bottom wood, those are the call-outs for this spot. I thought this was going to be like the jam, the top part of this DLC. But I'll tell you, one morning into it, this freaking map wins every vote. And, you know, I was playing with a stacked lobby here. They just, you know, I ran into them and then they picked me up. And good guys, by the way. Anyway, we were all tired of this thing. It was like, these are the same lines of sight that we played so much in Black Ops 2. These are, look, I get this guy. These are, you know, the same lines of sight we're seeing all day. It's just nothing new. We desperately need variety. It's yuck, yuck, yuck. You know, I thought this was going to be the cream of the crop, the prize of the DLC, and then after playing it for a morning, it was just like, no, it's not, and it's not. You know, we loved it in Black Ops 1, I think partly because we were thirsting for smaller maps where things actually happened. But here in Black Ops 2, there's no shortage of activity and sort of excitement going on, and this map is just, you know, the same old thing, but you know, reskinned, and, you know, there's no shortage of maps like Firing Range. Standoff to me is better than Firing Range. I didn't know it until I played Firing Range again, like I'm doing here. And if I'm going to give out scores, I guess this is the one I'll give a 2.5 to a 3 to. It's the one I'm voting against, you know, when it comes up, and it's not what I expected. I expected Firing Range to be pure magic because, you know, I like Firing Range, but that isn't how it's been playing for me. So I haven't played Mob of the Dead yet. I know you guys are probably curious about it, but you know, I can't talk about what I don't have experience in. That's my take on the new DLC. I think mostly it plays pretty well, and it fills the holes in what Black Ops 2 needed in terms of map design, which is, you know, a little bit of breathing room. So I think you guys will like it.